let's go to dogpounddaily.com. 4 biggest potential scapegoats if things go south for the Browns in 2021. They've got the defensive tackle room, Jarvis Landry, cornerback health, and Joe Woods. I think all those are legit. Which of those is the biggest concern that you have?
Now, scapegoat meaning who would catch the blame if the season goes south, as opposed to reasons why they would go south. I think you have to start at the top, the head of the snake, the head coach. I mean, I think Kevin Stefanski will have eyeballs on him if this team doesn't do well. Here in Cleveland, I wasn't one of them, but there were plenty of people who were all over Joe Woods last year and preferred to keep Kevin Stefanski in a nice little case of bulletproof. He wasn't going to get criticized. Joe Woods has to be the guy who gets blamed. But I felt like Woods didn't have anywhere near the personnel that he needed to do what he wanted to do. Okay, so you've upgraded a lot on the defensive side. You expect Woods' defense to be better. But if the team overall struggles, if the team overall does not perform, you're going to be pointing to Kevin Stefanski and saying, all right, why is the head coach not delivering victories? That happens everywhere else, not just in Cleveland. I guess the front office could get a little heat too. Did the front office overrate certain guys, or did the front office have a bad draft or a bad couple of drafts? The Andrew Berry drafts of 20 and 2021. Mayfield, of course, is going to be getting a lot of scrutiny if the Browns don't win games, because presumably he wouldn't be performing up to expectations if they aren't winning. So those are ones that come to mind in addition to what you're talking about.
So let me ask you this. A year ago, we basically said Andrew Berry surrounded Baker Mayfield with everything he needed to be successful. It sure seems like Andrew Berry has given Joe Woods everything he needs to be successful. Fair analogy?
Yeah, I mean, it does feel that way. Joe Woods is looking at the offense last year going, okay, that's a really good player. There's a really good player. This guy can do things. This guy can do things. And he would never dog what he had. I mean, you never heard Joe Woods make excuses. You never heard him whine and moan about, my high level guys aren't up to snuff with other teams' defenses or other coordinators' defenses. But you could look at it and go, all right, he needs some help here. And he also needs some guys to return from injury and to stay healthy, specifically at the cornerback position. But, the safety situation was an injury problem, and that has seemingly been solved. Now I think Browns fans can really get excited about the triumvirate of John Johnson III and Ronnie Harrison and Grant Delpit, assuming Delpit returns from injury. That linebacker level, bring in Andrew Walker, and that's, a good addition. Then, of course, JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, and then on the line, you have Jadeveon Clowney, you have Malik Jackson. So he's definitely, and Hill coming in as one of the corners. So Joe Woods has definitely been given, you would think, a more talented tool chest.